guys, my name remains Oluwatosin, and I'm bringing you insights for three markets. And this morning, I've actually switched it up a little bit. I won't be trading Nasdaq for a while now. Switching to the S&P 500. So the trade ideas this morning will be for Euro, Gold, and Nasdaq and S&P. So it's been a non-eventful week. We have very few events ready to drive the market. For today, we're having the FOMC meeting minutes, which many people are going to be using for forward buy guidance. I don't know how to read it yet, but that will be by 7 p.m. So that's the only high impact news of the impact news. High impact news we have for today, no medium, no low impact news. And to the charts, I've actually done more work on my charts and I started marking instead of. I find out that one of the real issue with my trading is the fact that I keep so many things in my memory, and eventually when the trade is going on, I forget. Say for example, if the market should hit a level, I should move my stops to break even because you might reject from there. So I marked so many levels and I wrote down mostly everything I'm thinking about and the reason why I marked them out. So for the euro right now, we have I even wrote some notes for myself. So for the euro right now, value is still above the prior week's value area. That is the first point. We rejected from prior week's peacock, and we have been drifting higher. And right now, it looks like we have reclaimed above the current week's value area low, which is still something good. The only problem is the fact that we are trading below VWAP and peacock for the week, which is indicating bearishness. And this candle from NFP, if we, like I said, this range we've not even traded above or below it. That's also another thing to note. And right now we are trading this region right here, looking to see if we really have a foothold inside the current week's value and perhaps traverse it. That would be the immediate outlook right now. So this is it on the 15 minutes chart. But one thing to note is that the peacock and value value for the prior day are still above. Value right now is established below, but you are trading above value, which is signifying that who's are in charge. But something to know is that we might reverse very quickly from here and retest value. That is also in the book. The idea for trade this morning is to be on the lookout for this period this value area low and VPOC right here, which will form a zone like this, which is a zone where I believe a good short entry possibility might emanate from. But the idea for trade that I'm going to be looking at for London this morning is if you have continuation right now at around here and if we refuse to go back inside value area, this is actually a swing trade idea. If we refuse to go back inside value area, let me put it somewhere around here. I've been trying to trade for a break of this candle, and I do strongly believe that we're going to break to the upside, mostly due to the NFP last week and the fact that many things have been priced. So this will be the trade idea. I'll be willing to trade this with a little bit of with the smallest lot size I have in the book. So this is it. A 1 ratio 11, which is quite a lot. This is what I'm mostly looking for at session open this morning. So let's try and do that for this short side. Although even if I enter here, I'll be looking to manage my trade very quickly as soon as we hit the previous day's value area low and the current week's VWAP. I'll be looking to perhaps even move my stops to break even and just leave the trade as it is. So that is the trade idea for this morning. A short. If we do, I don't see shorts yet until we trade into higher prices like this. I don't think people will be. I don't think it would be wise to look for shorts. Although this is a good short area, but just be careful. Just be okay. Just be careful. So I thought I saw something there. So good also has been in a state of downtrend. We took our previous week's high and then we flushed lower. We've had this swing. We had this rally yesterday, which I thought would have support at VWAP as I was looking to buy. But then it just broke through and went to the downside. The New York range covering the entire day's range. So right now for today, we have strong rejection around this area where we tapered yesterday. You can see that we have volume we established here. We rallied, attempted to break into prior day's value area low. We failed first time. Again, we had a strong rejection of lower prices here. And we are running into this area right now. But we have a chunk of volume bid over here. And ICT traders call this a fair value gap in the 15 minutes charts. And that is where we are currently having rejection. That's where we are currently having rejection. But the idea will be that if the current rejection continues from here, maybe we can look for a short. But this one is very risky as I am expecting a bit more of sideways market in London and New York to extend. That is how the market has been for since Monday now. On Euro, we had extension during New York. Yes, New York. On yesterday, we had new extension during New York. The only time, okay, the Monday on gold, we had a bit of a skew. Yesterday, we had a strong extension during New York. We have this extension during London as well, but we have mostly rejection of it. So I'm not very optimistic about New York right now. Maybe in the later hour of the days. The other idea for a long will be if we do reclaim above this rejection area here and we have a retest. So if you have a candle pop above, um, where is that? Okay, here. If you have the candle pop above like this and we test here, I'm willing to catch it very quickly and start moving my stops to break even at prior days VPOC, which is something else as well to keep in mind. This I believe is the high probability trade, but that will be during New York. And uh, the idea for trade will be to 4150 to be this region around here. So the collection number as well. So except for that, downside possibilities are very high, especially if we should break through the previous day's value area low here. If we break through it and we have a retest, a trade short will be good, covering at VWAP, covering at daily VWAP for the day. So that is the trade idea for those are the ideas for gold right now. And right now to S&P, this I'm just signing and this one is not even very volatile like Nasdaq. I'll just need to bump the lot size on this one. This video is getting long. I just look to bump the lot size on this one and we'll trade this one. So for this one, we have value established area. We haven't reached the previous week's low like we have done on Nasdaq already. And right now, we have this would have been a good trade for me yesterday. This low volume node area, which is called fair value gap. But if you put a volume profile over this, you see that there's a low volume node over here. We rejected from this on Monday. On Tuesday, this would have been a good scalp long back to this weekly open. On Tuesday, yesterday rejected from here. Today as well, rejected from here. We came back second time, rejected from here. And there's this rejection area forming here as well that I noted from this run up candle, from this what do you call it, a gravestone candle, a doji candle. So that is where we are having rejection. Rejected from here, even after forming bullish engulfing candle, rejected from this. We tested it just slightly and then we rejected, and now we are back below. We even traded the low of the engulfing candle, but right now you can see what is happening right here. We are having some support here. So if this continues to hold, I believe a long trade when we do reclaim value area low will be a good trade. Just a reclaim and retest will be a good trade. If we break to the downside on this one, which is the high probability one and the one that has the good risk to reward, we might actually be trading a lot down. And the target will be around uh 7431 or 7435, let's say 35 right here. Which will be the very uh the highest risk to reward trade. So that is it for this morning, guys. Keep a cool edge, don't lose your money in the market. Live to trade another day. Good luck and good trades. I'll see you guys later. Bye for now.